Tensions are escalating once again along the line of control in Kashmir. Overnight, there was an unprovoked small arms firing from Pakistani posts, especially in areas like Lipa and Neelam valleys. Indian forces responded firmly, though no casualties have been reported. This comes on the heels of the terrorist attack in Pahalgam on April the 22nd, which has left the entire nation in mourning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed deep anguish, emphasising the country's unity as its biggest strength in the fight against terrorism. He assured the perpetrators and conspirators would face the harshest response. In retaliation, Indian security forces have demolished the homes of 8 terrorists across Jammu and Kashmir. The National Investigation Agency will now lead the probe into the attack. Security operations are underway in multiple districts, including Tral, Anantnag, Pulwama, Pahalgam and Shopian. Meanwhile, Iranian President Massoud has declared support for India in its battle against terrorism. And just days ago, Iran offered to mediate between India and Pakistan. In a significant diplomatic move, India has cancelled all existing visas for Pakistani citizens. Medical visas will remain valid only until April the 29th. We are joined by Brian Thomas, correspondent, who is currently in Tral, Jammu and Kashmir, for updates from the ground. Brian, thank you very much for joining us. What updates have you got for us today?
Clearly, yes, the security forces, along with the district administration, are demolishing the houses of the terrorists itself. More than 7 residential properties of the terrorists have been razed by the security forces along with the district administration. Just a while back, we were at Tral, where there was another, terrorist house that was razed. Many such houses. We were also at a house of Adnan Shafidar also, whose house was in Mulhar also. So we have been going, NewsX World have been going and covering and showing the houses that have been demolished also in different places. And security forces have been carried out many such locations. You talk about Pulwama, you talk about Tral, you talk about Anantnag, you talk about Mulvar, you talk about Shopian. All these places, the security forces have been razing and demolishing the houses as part of the initiative to identify, track, and even eliminate the terrorists who have been there. Apart from that, if we talk about Pahalgam, the tourists have started coming back to Pahalgam. So yes, there is a sense of relief. There is a sense of, resilience that the tourists are showing as part of the incident that has happened that jolted not only Kashmir but the nation. But the people are coming together to show resilience. The tourists are coming. They are, returning back to Kashmir. They are returning back to Pahalgam as a part to celebrate and to be there and to even show solidarity to the people who have unfortunately lost their lives in the brutal terror attack that had happened in Pahalgam itself.
Brian Thomas, thank you very much for joining us. We are joined by Major General Shashikant Singh, defence expert, to discuss this topic further. General, thank you very much for joining us. The Indian military reports that Pakistani troops have fired along positions along the line of control. No casualties have been reported, but this is the 3rd night in a row that this has happened. What are your views on these developments and the rising tensions between the two countries, especially in the region of Jammu and Kashmir after this attack?
You see, after the attack, India has taken a very, very serious view, and as our Prime Minister has already vowed that a bigger action will be taken. Because in the past, if you see, a number of incidents have taken place, but so far India has been showing resilience. Keeping calm about it. But however, this is such a big incident which has taken place, and that too against a religious questions being asked and all of the things, the details, you are aware of that. So this is such a big incident and India cannot sit quiet. Certain actions, of course, have been taken diplomatically. That is, the Indus Water Treaty has been revoked and all other, the embassies reducing the strength. The details are known. But however, now the things will be boiling up at the line of control. The thing has already been started by Pakistan, and they have said that we don't believe now in the Shimla Accord. That is also cancelled from our side. if you are cancelling the Indus Water Treaty. So the line of control is now is hardly existing, and they have already violated. So India will be responding to that. So slowly, you will find that there will be escalation, which will be taking place horizontally, as well as it may in future times to come, it may be vertical escalation also. Because the tensions will be rising, and the Pakistan military also, if you see, I mean, they have been news that they are mobilizing. They have started mobilizing, and they'll be building up along the front line. So, to my mind, both side reactions will continue, and the line of control will continue to be engaged, and will be hot in times to come.
Yes, Major General Singh, we have heard once again from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi today, again using strong language to describe the situation, saying the perpetrators will be brought to justice. What are your thoughts about the language and the decision Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made during this developing situation?
You see, he has made his, indirectly, he has already conveyed that this time it is going to be a beyond imagination, the reaction from the Indian side. And once and for all, we want to root out the entire cause of this terrorism, which has been prolonging for last almost 25, 26 years, and duly supported by our neighboring country. And that too, non-state players, the terrorist organizations directly challenging Prime Minister means India directly. They do whatever you want to do, go and tell. So, I mean, the India is not going to keep quiet, and it's a matter of time. It will be a surprise time as well as a place of our choosing. But it will not be just limited to the surgical strikes. Earlier, we have been doing this. Very localized affair, but let me assure you, this time we are going to give a much bigger response.
Major General Singh, thank you very much for joining us. We have some breaking news.